Hello and welcome back. Apologies for the delay in recent videos. Work life and personal life has just taken a large chunk of my time at the moment. I do have some content planned for the winter, but the project on the Mk3 at the moment has come to a standstill. Due to the economy and other factors, I've just not got the money and the time for improving the Mx5, so at the moment it will stay as it is. The purpose of today's video is really just a catch up, and there's a few little things that have been done on the Mx5 that don't really warrant a small video. So without any more delays, let's jump straight into the video. Many of you will become aware of my channel following my appearance on Throttle last year, where Alex and the team came into my house and did an amazing job with the Mx5. I was extremely lucky that I was picked out of many cars and people across the whole country, and I am nothing but grateful for this opportunity. I feel like Alex and the team really reignited my passion for the Mx5 particularly, and cars in general. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the Throttle channel. The content is perfect for the petrol head, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Now, Alex hasn't left Throttle, but he's started his own channel, Autolec, and he's full of lots of funny and quirky videos just as he does on Throttle. So pretty much the same, but he also does a lot of feel-good stories, plus he has far much more talent than me. I will of course add all the links to everybody mentioned in this video, as the car community is actually a lot better than it's given credit for, with much more kind and friendly people. And with that done, this leads me to the next part of my story. A short while ago, I attempted to replace the timing belt and the timing belt tensioner. Now, the only reason I was doing this was because it was making a little bit of noise on idle especially, which sounded very familiar to injector tick, but it turned out to be the tensioner. Upon removing the first bolt, which came out very easily, the second one snapped in the block, and due to the condition I'm currently in health wise, I was having a lot of issues trying to remove it. Due to my stressful mindset when this bolt broke and the issues I was getting it out, I reached out again to the Mx5 Europe community, and a chap called Paul from Counties Autolec offered to come and help and fix the car. Paul drove over an hour and a half to come and see me. He fixed the car in a relatively short amount of time and refused to take any money, as he said it was in the spirit of the community. For this I'm forever grateful, and I do hope at some point, either through the use of the channel or the community, we can make sure Paul is paid back in kind. So my message to Paul is really thank you from the bottom of my heart for your time, patience and kindness, and I really do hope things come back to you. Anybody listening who's within reach of Paul and Counties Autolec should definitely go and check them out, as they have a wide range of skills and abilities. Paul actually finished repairing my car on the 20th of August, so it's took me a long time to get this video together, so I can only apologise for that. On to another Paul now, and it's Paul Roddison, who runs Roddisons Recovery and Roddisons Race Team. The weather was fantastic, albeit a bit cold. Paul really kindly offered free tickets to the event, and it was definitely worth going. And the keen among you will know this is the same Paul who's done the alignment on both the Mk3 and the Mk4 projects on the channel. There was a real variety of cars on track that day, producing some interesting racing. If you haven't already checked it out, it's definitely worth doing next summer. Now, filming with a GoPro doesn't provide the best results, but would you be interested if I was to attend more events and get a better lens and camera? If any of you are attending a track day at Donington Park and want some onboard shots, just give me a shout in the comment section and I'll see if I can arrange to be there to film for you. At this point, I'd like to point out I'm smothered with a cold, so I apologise about my bumbling voice. And to round up, I actually managed to catch one of the cars rolling in one of the afternoon races. As far as I'm aware, nobody was injured in the crash. Some of you may remember my sound tube delete video, And one thing I wasn't aware of until I drove the car for a little while was that at low revs and idle you would get like a metallic rattle, and was pointed out to me by somebody on the Mx5 Europe forum there was a really simple fix for this using a rubber bung. So I will quickly update that video now and move on to the next topic. I also had the pleasure of attending Caffeine Machine. Unfortunately my Mark III wasn't ready to be back on the road at that point, so I had to take my dad's Mark IV. It was a really good event, really well organised, and fantastic people attended. If the Mx5 Europe group hosts another one of these, I urge you, it's definitely worth going. The tickets book fast and it's well worth it if you're an Mx5 nut. I should also shortly have a video coming up on a track day helmet I've bought, a pushchair that fits into the boot of any Mx5, and a car seat that's surprisingly versatile and even rotates 360 degrees to make it easy getting your child in and out of the Mx5. So please keep tuned for those videos.